This video was a last minute thought. I'm a little bit dressed up today because I am going to an event tonight and I don't get to dress up very often, and I thought while I look somewhat respectable, I'm going to shoot a video and talk about what I consider appropriate scents for a dressed up occasion where there will be lots of people around. I always advocate wearing perfumes you love whenever you want to, but even I consider some occasions and places, so it can be inappropriate for some perfumes. I don't have many perfumes that are really loud or avant-garde smells, or even smells that some other people might find offensive. So what I wanted to show you in this video is for an occasion like tonight where I am dressed up, I've showered, I've combed my hair, and I want to smell very pleasant, but also not offend anybody else, and also not fill the room with my scent. This is probably the biggest factor for me, a combination of smelling good, not offending anyone. I mean, not everyone's going to love your perfume anyway, so you've just got to accept that. But most importantly, I do not want the people on the table 10 feet away from me to smell me. I don't want to be that guy, and I don't care about anyone noticing what I'm smelling and telling me I smell good. I want to smell good for me, people who are around me, and that's all that's important. So with that in mind, I've chosen 5 fragrances that will do that, as well as make me smell appropriate to how I look, which is kind of an important thing as well. I've got lots of perfumes that you can dress up and dress down. These ones I would wear casually anyway, but they really, I think, smell appropriate to the way I'm looking tonight. So let's start off with probably the most obvious one. Penhaligon sartorial. Okay, it's a fougere, but a fougere with a twist. It has a bit of body to this one. Beeswax, lavender, this kind of metal steam accord as well. It's essentially a really inoffensive smelling fougere, but it's a bit dressed up, if you know what I mean. And this is a perfume where I could not even imagine anyone A, being offended by it, but B, this might actually be a little bit of a nostalgic perfume for some people who smell it on you. I mean, I'm of a certain age, and it might remind a few people of the Brut 33 that their dad or granddad wore. Okay, next is a perfume that has been around been around longer than all of these perfumes. There's nothing like a Chanel citrus in my mind, and not many better than Pour Monsieur. This is the EDT. You can already just look at this bottle, look at this, and you know it's going to go. Beautiful citruses, lemon, bergamot, into a mossy base, spicy middle. Let me just remind myself of the smell. And most importantly, this is not going to be loud. It's going to be a soft scent, elegant, sophisticated, only the way Chanel can do, and it's perfect for an occasion like this. Now, if I want to smell, pretty much clean, but with a little bit of a twist, I'm going to go, there are some resins I kind of lean on for that sort of elegant touch. And I'm talking about stuff like myrrh and one I'll talk about in a sec, Apopanax. They're kind of sort of muted kind of resins when you smell them. And in Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense, you have a bright, slightly citrusy opening, but then the rest of it is this gorgeous myrrh and vanilla combination. Never too sweet. It's almost. I always think of this as a creamy out of the shower vibe with that hint of sweetness and the myrrh giving it a little bit of darkness as well. Again, this I can't imagine being a controversial thing to smell on someone at an event where there's lots of people. You're going to smell not like anybody else. You're going to smell clean. You're going to smell interesting, elegant, and again, it almost matches my suit. That's Amber Pour Homme Intense by Prada. So something different from Santa Maria Novella. Again, this one is Opopanax from Santa Maria Novella. Now, when I've done a review of this, and this has this just gorgeous combination of citruses that are warmed up by the other resins in this perfume. Obviously, Opopanax is the main player here. There's other stuff going on, but it's just well made, and I always picture elegant older Italian men just finishing their visit at their barber. This is like the ancient barbershop, as far as I'm concerned. It's just like got a really, yes, gorgeous warm citruses, and it's almost like a warmer version of Pomosiur in a way, without that mossy dry down in the bottom. So it's kind of like a citrus amber, but light enough and soft enough to pull off and feel elegant and feel mature and sophisticated. So I am probably speaking to guys closer to my age here. I'm not sure if the younger guys watching this would appreciate this as much as I do, but it's definitely one to consider. Actually, this whole house needs to be considered when it comes to finding new perfumes. All right, so finally, the one I'm actually going to wear tonight for this event is probably the least safe one of the ones I've shown you. Now, it's a bit different, and it's been around for a long time, but the reason I say that is because there are probably some accords and notes in here that, I think other guys might find this interesting, and it is Egoist by Chanel. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this one is the only one that of this selection that has a strong floral note, i.e. the rose. There is that gorgeous buttery salty sandalwood that underpins that, along with other spices. But I think, again, if you really want to stand out in an event like this and smell different to anybody else, you cannot go wrong with Egoist. And again, I don't think it's going to be challenging for anyone else to smell. Egoist is not a banger that's going to project 50 feet and annoy the hell out of other people eating their meals around you. It's gorgeous scent. Most of you know what this smells like or have an idea of what this smells like. So this is going to be my scent of the evening for me going out dressed up, and I know I'm going to smell good. So thank you for watching that. I'd be interested to hear in the comments what you guys like to wear when you're dressed up and going out, where there's going to be a lot of people. I want to see how many of you are wearing daring scents or big projectors. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye.